Hi and welcome to our program. Today we are visiting the exhibition Post-Optimal Designs here at Del.2. The exhibition is from the students from the elective course Design as Critical Practice. So let's check it out. What's your design about?
Okay, well, we made this design called Cloudy, as you can see right here. Cloudy is a project which emphasizes how cloud computing has become this metaphor, a cloud. And we really want to emphasize that cloud computing is more than just clouds. Cloud computing is actually large data centers, and these data centers exist on Earth. So we made a project called Cloudy. And this project then says that you can only save 8 items on your cloud a day. And this 8 number is due to that cloud computing today uses 8% of the world's electricity, and that's happening right now. And that's something we don't really know, and something that we don't really talk about. And we want to emphasize that's a lot, and that's a lot of pollution, and that's a lot of electricity being used on saving our documents and photos and text messages on the cloud. So our project says, well, from today off, you can only save 8 things a day. This is our project. Every time you try to save something on this project, you can see, we say download, save to cloud, then it's going to be saving, and then every time it's going to be saving, it's going to be more and more cloudy.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit.
So after 8 times, you can't really use your device because it's been completely overclouded by clouds.
Okay. But this is not only for pictures, right?
No, it's not only pictures. Our example is just with pictures, but right now you save everything. You save your emails. When you use Google Drive, you save each 10 seconds, it saves automatically. When you take a picture, it saves on the cloud. When you receive a text message, it saves. All your documents are on the cloud and stuff like that. So it's a lot. It's a very large amount of storage hidden on these huge data centers.
Yeah, okay. So basically the goal of this is to raise awareness. It's not like a design that people can use, it's to raise awareness and bring this to debate.
Yes, exactly. So we're trying to emphasize this is happening right now, and that's also why we've made these Corona posters with our cloud posters saying, well, Corona is urgent today, but cloud computing is urgent as well. So if we only save 8 times a day, then we can maybe still save Earth a bit if we just save less.
Yeah, and you also have this...
Yes, then we also made this one, and that's just, we call it the cloud in here, but it's actually just, this side shows a real cloud that is fluffy, it's sweet, it's something you want to touch, but you can't really touch because it's up in the sky. And on the other side, that's like when the metaphor says, well, it's more than just clouds. It's a lot of computation happening. You can also see that on the poster right here, that it's pollution, it's massive data centers, and it uses a lot of electricity today.
Okay, and how was the creative process? Like, was this your initial idea? Did you think about the cloud before and then you elaborated? Like, how was the creative process?
I think that we've had a lot about clouds in our syllabus from our our bachelor degree. And then we talked a lot about, well, how can we emphasize that cloud computing is more than just a small little metaphor. So we talked about, well, maybe we should make a physical cloud that you should carry around, and then every time you save something on it, it gets heavier. You could also state it that way. Or you could also make a physical device and plug it into the computer, showing that, well, it's on this physical device, which is the cloud, because the cloud is physical, that you save something. But it has been very, very hard doing something, because cloud computing is very abstract, and we don't even know what we're really saving and how much we're saving a day. And people don't know that it uses 8% of all electricity. So even for us, it's very hard to comprehend what is cloud really.
Yeah, but that is also good, because it kind of gives you a lot to think about and expand.
Yes, of course it does. And then we also made some stickers, and we made some folders just to emphasize what is this project really.
Okay.
The feedback has been really good. It has been good because people really don't know. They have been enlightened by this that now they know that this cloud computing really uses 8% of the world's electricity, and it's something they do every day, but they really don't know the impact on the earth. So I think they thought it was really nice also with the corona stuff, because they could really relate, and then they see that, okay, maybe it's not so nice, maybe it's not so good that I save all the time, and maybe this thing that is so easy, just to press save and just to have it in the cloud, so you can go to it every time on every device you have. Maybe it's not so good. Maybe it's a nice idea, but in reality it's not too good.
And do you think people are gonna stop using it? Maybe not stop, but using it less?
I think it's like a critical design, so it's made to make people think. But it's not really meant for people to stop doing it, but maybe every time they do it now, every time it's not automatic, and they have to click save, maybe they will think back to this and think, maybe I shouldn't save this. Do I really need to have this in my cloud, or can I just save it locally on my computer or my device? Yeah.
Because there's not really an alternative nowadays. Like, people usually function better, like, okay, I will replace this with that, but right now there's not really a way, is there?
No, I think you can always save on your device, but really also with you taking pictures, or you sending messages or emails, it just automatically happens. So you can also, I think, stop this, just click I don't want to save it in the cloud, so you just have it locally. So I think that's the alternative we have now. But also I think that the important thing is just to know that this is something happening. This is the impact, that these metaphors that we all live with, they are really things happening in the world, and not just some cute stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your design about?
Our design is about creating like the perfect child. We called it ønskebarn, which means wish child. And then we created this app, and you just click start. Then it takes you to the next page, and you choose which gender you want. We haven't created a gender neutral, but you can choose female or male. And if you choose male, and then on the next step, you can design which type of hair you want, if it works. Curly, a little less curly, more loose curls, and then different eye colors, which are brown or green, and then skin tone down here. And then you click done, and then you get this receipt on 50,000 kroner and a coupon on 50% off on the next child.
Okay.
So,
how did this idea appear? What inspired you?
well, we started at the female biological clock and wanted to do something about that, but there was already something made. We found out later, and we ended at this Tinder kind of inspired swipe your old child and make it perfect, also because we are so focused on looks in this culture, I think, and also what traits do you want to give your child. You can also go, the tool is actually created to take away sickness genes in the gene pool, but it's also possible to change the physical features. So.
And what was the goal of the design? What is the goal of the design?
Well, the tool exists, but it's illegal to use, and we wanted to create this debate about, okay, what if it was possible to use it, or should it be possible? Is it ethically correct? All sorts of discussion material we can do, debate it, and we don't really know. We don't really know how to answer the questions ourselves. Is it correct if you use it about the sickness or the physical appearance?
Yeah, because even though it's changing something physical or changing something inside due to sickness-related things, it's kind of both wrong, right?
Yeah, it's both
it
wrong,
should be the same answer, but most of the times it isn't, because some it's disease and some it's something more considered more. I don't remember the word. Not so important.
Yeah.
Let's say. Okay, and this is not an app to use. Obviously, it's just to raise awareness.
It's just to raise awareness. It's also just a prototype.
Exactly.
But we have this also. That's an illustration, which shows how you pick and choose in the gene pool.
What has been the feedback so far from the visitors?
When it comes to disease, people seem to think it's more ethically correct than the appearance, and people think that they want to have this mystery about how the child's going to look when they have it with a significant other, rather than design their own child. Also, because when you're choosing the skin tone, someone asked the question, you want to be politically correct, but what's the political correct answer to it if you have to design your own child? So there's a lot of different topics. Also, someone called it a very binary system, and it is, because we're born rather binary, but we become fluent throughout our lifetime at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's different feedback, and people think it's a very cool conversation to have, because it's not really something you think about in every day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. What's your design about?
My design, or our design, is about opinions. It's about getting a free opinion. If you feel that you are a bit boring and you don't have anything to, you don't have any opinions that are interesting. You feel you're not a very interesting person.
Okay. That's also what it says in your poster, right?
Yeah, it says, do you feel boring? Then pull out a free opinion. So it can make people more opinionated. If they, I'll just show you. You push the button and then an opinion comes out about some kind of topic.
Okay.
It's a recent opinion. So we took it from Facebook comments from different news sources.
Okay. Maybe you can read it out loud, like translation.
So this is about a Danish top restaurant that doesn't serve meat anymore.
And this is like the headline of a news
Yeah,
event
this
story?
is a headline of a news article. And then there's an opinion that says it's voluntary to eat there, but there's definitely someone who will be very happy about this. Personally, I think people can do what they want as long as I can do what I want. So, very nuanced opinion to this, but not all of the opinions are very nuanced. Some are very sharp and clear-cut.
And what's the goal of this design?
The goal is for people to reflect on how they consume opinions, or how they themselves, where they get their opinions from, maybe. Because a lot of times with social media, sometimes you just follow a politician or something with a lot of opinions, and you maybe just take their opinion on everything. And we often get these echo chambers. So we wanted to make people reflect on the way that we get opinions by making it just like a condom machine, or like the same way to get it.
And how was the creative process? Was this your first idea?
Our first idea was to make something about opinions and how we get them. But coming to create this took a lot of
tries?
Yeah, we talked a lot about how could we make this, and then we got inspired by someone who said something about because it's a sort of a Danish way of saying if someone has a very random opinion, then they said you could ask them what kind of machine did you pull that from. So it's an allegory on that on that phrase, on that expression.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. And what has been the feedback of the people so far?
People think it's very funny to get this random opinion. I think also a lot of times the opinions are very sometimes they're a bit extreme, or they're not opinions that you get that you don't meet people in real life having these opinions necessarily, but it is something that you recognize from the news,
social
maybe,
media.
and I think people recognize this, the topic that we have, or the reflectiveness that we have, that we feel that there's a lot of opinions going around in our current society, and I feel a lot of people make the connection they don't really have to get it explained very much. A lot of people see what we are trying to. Yeah.
And do you think that social media contributes a lot for this so opinionated world?
Yeah, I think so. I think it affords very quick opinions on a lot of things, and I don't think that's necessarily good for society. I think people have to think more nuanced, have more nuanced opinions on a lot of stuff. But that's just my opinion.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed this exhibition as much as we did, and we hope this brings up some nice debates about this not so spoken about topics. Thank you, and see you next time.
Vidste du, at de fleste ulykker i kryds kunne undgås, hvis vi bruger bare 2 sekunder mere på at orientere os? Men hvad skal der til, for at vi husker det? Skal vi se en ulykke? Skal vi se blod? Eller skal vi bare se det på de sociale medier?
Er du der? Er du der? Kom, hallo?
Skal vi skrue op for dramaet? Måske vi skal bruge en
Dyb og sexet stemme.
Eller skal vi vise død?
Nej, vi mister Skal vi bruge humor?
Skal man bruge 2 sekunder, hvis man er på en ethjulet cykel?
Eller se, hvordan det påvirker familien? Vi kan også bare vise, hvordan det kan ende.
Så hvad skal der til, for at du orienterer dig 2 sekunder mere i krydset?